we didn't have the plug for that yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was just one kid at my school he had everything.
So you just had the homie.
He's like a multi-millionaire now because he invested in Bitcoin.
Oh.
Back then he invested in Bitcoin when it was like $100, $50
on the deep web.
Yeah, he's deep web, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how he got all this stuff.
I remember I had a friend, like a friend of a friend. I didn't know him super well back, when I was around that age, who he was buying like sheets off Alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
And he eventually got popped. He got raided one day and they charged him with like some insane, it was, in Illinois, where I'm from, it's like a class X felony, possession of, and they charge you, I don't know if this is a rumor, if this is really how it is, but from what I've heard, they charge you like by the tab. So like, if you have 10 tabs, it's not one count of possession of LSD or like whatever the actual, legal definition is. They'll charge you for each of them. Mm-hmm. So my homie had 5 sheets that he ordered, and they did a controlled delivery at his house, and they raided his shit. He had a ton of money in Bitcoin. Like he never shut the fuck up about it, bro. He would like go to school and like show people his Bitcoin wallet. Be like, yo, like, look how much money I have and shit. He got raided, went to jail forever. He became like a local legend. Everyone was like, dude, he's going to get out and have like $20 million, $30 million. I don't think he ever got that fucking money, But it sounds like you knew a guy who really did.
Yeah,
he did get the money from that era.
He's chilling now. Because I always had to get my own money. So I trapped from 14 to 21 years old. Can I turn off my...
yeah, go for it. Do whatever.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure we had someone take a phone call once, didn't we? Yeah, Louis Ziskin. Yeah, Louis took a phone call in the middle of the show. So, yeah, turn off whatever you want, bro. Don't worry about it. I forgot about that. Holy fuck. So, trapping at 14, bro, that's young. What were you trapping?
I trapped tabs. Yeah, that was it.
How hard were you trapping? Like, what was your re-up looking like at 14?
So, at 14, my first sale ever was a gram.
Nice.
No, not even a gram. I bought a gram, split it into a dime.
Let's go.
Sold a dime for 20, and then got my half gram for free.
Let's go.
That was my first flip ever. But then I was like, wait a minute, I can make money off this. So I just started smoking for free, basically flipping the smoke for free.
Yeah.
And it escalated to buying Qs, buying ounces, flipping that. And then I would say by the time I was 16, I was buying pounds in my high school and flipping that. And also carts. Once carts came out, I was a moneymaker.
Carts were crazy.
Yeah.
Carts were an insane thing. But it sounds like you generally were successful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, very successful. I was every single day after school, I would make my phone calls, make my texts, and start driving around and dropping off to everyone like a pizza delivery guy. Even when I did pizza delivery, I was dropping during that. It was on the way.
Yeah.
Because I was basically my high school's plug. I plugged up the whole high school. Even started getting to towns around to their plugs because I had the best product. And eventually, when I turned 18, 19, I had the Instagram. I started making content on Instagram. And with that, I gained about 30, 40, 50,000 followers. And with the 50,000 followers, I had connections to plugs out in California. So I worked with this one company. I got their plug because I would always try to find the plug's plug.
Yeah.
Because if you can find the plug's plug,
you got a better deal.
You got a better deal. So I went straight to the source, and I was just getting shipped in from Cali and flipping it all in college, actually. There was this group chat in college called RU Pharmacy. It just got busted recently because I went to Rutgers. Mm-hmm. The group chat got busted, and all the dealers in there got arrested at the time. If it got busted when I was there, I would have gotten arrested, but it didn't. So it's basically this group chat with about 9,000 kids that go to the college, all that want to buy anything you want, except for I guess you can't buy. You can't
all
buy
the fuck shit.
Yeah.
Save that for someone else.
But there was blow, there was everything, but
all the essentials.
Yeah, all the essentials. But I was just in there or something, and I put my government name Christopher Kim in the chat. Yeah.
You didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck. It had my face, it had my profile picture, everything. But that's how I got my customer base when I went into college. Because when you move from high school to college, you got to find a whole new customer base.
Yeah.
So I was flipping like my re-ups sophomore year were like 20,000 a re-up.
Damn.
Yeah.
How often were you re-upping at that point?
Once to twice a month.
I mean, that's got to be a stressful kind of side hustle to maintain. You
Yeah.
know? Like, you're going to school, you're trying to live your normal life, but you're also spending 20 grand on the re-up every month-ish,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like, were you ever worried about getting caught or getting robbed or something?
Leading into this is how I had my first psychosis episode.
Okay.
I was moving weight, getting 20,000 worth of stuff shipped to my frat house. Before that, I was getting stuff shipped into my college dorm room lockers.
Yeah.
And I had to been being watched the whole time because I was in this group chat with my name, with my face. So once I started,
you had absolutely zero options. You didn't protect anything.
Yeah. Like other people would make names like Gary the Snail or like some. And
you're just Christopher Kim.
Yeah, I'm just Christopher Kim. So my frat house at one point, my roommate Dylan, he walked in, and he was like, "Kim, I just heard a cop outside like say step away from the car." I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to let you know. And so my friend, when I was walking towards the frat house, he passed by a blacked out Dodge, and the guy goes, "Step out of the car," or "Step away from the car." He steps away from the car, walks into the frat house, tells me. I look outside, I see the car. I'm wondering who this is. Now that I realize it's an undercover cop. From that moment on, I couldn't sleep. I was so paranoid. And then I was gambling. I lost 80 grand of my trap money in one night. I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for 6 days. Didn't eat food for 6 days. And at that point, I went into a full-blown manic episode. But I guess the one thing that was in 2020 that I didn't do now is trapping. Because once I started getting bigger on YouTube, I stopped trapping.
Yeah.
Even though the trapping money is great. But I stopped trapping.
I mean, it sounds like the trapping is what drove you to making content and kind of brought you here today, yeah?
Exactly. So how I grew my Instagram with my trap money, it was hard with 0 followers posting content. Like,
yeah. The hardest part of starting out.
Yeah, the hardest part is starting at 0. So weird thing is I had 4 Instagrams account. This Instagram I've been on since 2019 or 2020, so I know I'm good. The real page recommends me everything.
Yeah.
But in 2018, 2019, it was hard because every single time you grew to like 10, 20K followers, Instagram will flag you. Instagram would delete content. They hated content. But the way I would grow these pages is with my trap money. I would pay Instagram pages, like meme pages, celebrities, like $200, $400 for an Instagram post. So they would post a clip, a montage of my Instagram clips, me like smoking out of a banana or like doing a big gravity. Now I just have a montage. It was called like montage clips. That's how people grew in like 2018, 2019 on Instagram. They made montage clips and would send them to meme pages. So I would pay these. I
remember all the meme pages in that era.
Yep. Yeah. So I would pay these meme pages $200, $400. Probably did like 4 or 5 a week, and grew. That's how I gained my first 10,000 on Instagram. So
damn, meme pages were making bang.
Yeah. So the trap money helped out being where I am today. It helped out.
I mean, that's a sick way to get into the YouTube stuff. You know, that's a good, like, you really kind of naturally segued into it. You know, a lot of people, I think, start out and they're just like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. Like, I start out with that. But you were just posting fucking stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck of it. You weren't even ever thinking this would be like a job.
Yeah, I just wanted to do it for fun, honestly. Yeah. I remember going to my college orientation at 18. Coincidentally, my best friend from middle school or elementary school was in the same orientation group as me. And I show him my Instagram, and it has 4,000 followers at the time. I'm like, by the time I get into college, by the time we're in the first year, freshman year, this is going to be a 10K. By the time summer ended and I was in college, the Instagram was at 10K. Yeah. So I just posted content in my dorm room all the time. I was smoking in my dorm, filming myself. And all my... I was paranoid at the time. I was like, is the school going to find out? Now that I think about it, they had to have known I was doing this the whole time. Like, I guess. But, like, I guess they didn't care.
Why do you think they knew?
Like, I got in trouble for at college. I mean, a lot of my clips were, like, popping off. I don't know. I just feel like they had to have known because they knew I was trapping. There's no way cops weren't watching RU Pharmacy group chat. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess they didn't really care too much about college. It was just the hardest.
Yeah, I think they were after some of the other dudes in that chat more than you probably.
Yeah.
You would have been like one of the last people.
Yeah, anything. I only posted that chat.
Yep.
I only posted.
Yeah, I mean, from my understanding, I used to order a lot off the deep web. That's how I would get all my shit when I was younger. The only time I would try trapping a lot. I would always try it, but I would fuck it up every time because I would smoke more than I would sell. Or like when I buy a bag of blow, 3/4 is going up my nose, 1/4 is going to someone else, and that's not enough to make money, you know. But the only time I had success was when I was on probation, and I would order off Alpha Bay. I would order off Alpha Bay and Hansa. I'd get off the deep web, and I'd get it shipped to a box that I had.
Okay.
And that was like the one era where I found any success. But even then, it was always kind of common knowledge among all the people that did that on both ends, both the people that bought and the people that sold it. Like, if you do, you're good. Like, you don't really have to hide it.
Yeah.
I was getting like pounds of bullshit, the worst on earth, shipped straight to my fucking post office box, no problems. One day, I ordered an eighth of only 3.5 grams of. I get the fucking letter to my house. First off, they called me, which is nuts because like the post office doesn't call you for shit. They called me, left a voicemail, and then they also sent a letter saying that I had to come in and sign for a package. That's the only thing I was waiting for was.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. I had to come in and sign for the package. I just never picked it up because I was sussed out.
That's the right thing to do. You would have gone to jail.
Yeah.
You would have gone to jail for a long fucking time too.
Yeah.
Because like by the time they've sent you that letter, it's like everything's set in motion. Like they're ready to get you. They know what's in the box. They're ready for you to come in any fucking time. Like, the moment they send you that letter, they've got a fucking undercover cop stationed at that post office for at least the next week straight. Yeah. You know?
That's why I can't. Actually got. Weird thing is, when I was in college, like 2022, so I used to vend at events. I don't know if, like, there's events in LA where they have
tons of events.
Yeah, they have.
And you were at a booth at one of them.
Yeah, they have those events out in New Jersey, New York. The whole time was illegal.
Yeah. So a totally different vibe than out here.
Different vibe, yeah. So I was vending one time. I drove all my stuff from Rutgers to the place in New Brunswick. I was vending, and I set up a table, had a bunch of stuff on the table, probably made about like $2,000 profit that night. Then I packed everything in my car and started driving home. I got pulled over, and I had about 2 pounds in the back, 100 carts, like some. I didn't know if they were following me from the event. Probably.
I would guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so they're following from the event. He pulls me over. He shines the light in the back, sees everything. But I show him that I tell him I'm from Rutgers. I tell him I do this. I have my ID, show him my ID. He just gives me a warning and lets me go. But I had all my shit in the back, and he saw like there was 2 pound bags just sitting down at the top.
Not even covered?
Not covered, just sitting there. And he just let me go. I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know why, but I got lucky that day.
I mean, I think a lot of the time, my best guess is they're probably just trying to identify the people at those events.
Yeah.
Like, that dude definitely went. You're on a list somewhere for surely.
Yeah.
You're on a good federal list somewhere.
Yeah.
That guy went. He called the supervisor. He's like, yo, we got Chris in this bitch. 2 pounds in the back. Supervisor's like, let his ass go.
Yeah.
We want him with 20 pounds.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, you got lucky.
Yeah.
You got lucky.
I feel like I tapped out at the right time because I never got arrested for selling in my life. And I trapped from 14 to 21. I got arrested for possession of tabs.